G going crazy. morning, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's brunch and basketball today as the Kent State Golden Flashes meet the LSU Tigers. Come on inside the Maravich Center, everyone, with former Tulsa Golden Hurricane Victor Howell. I'm Lynn Rollins. LSU, Victor, after a loss to Colorado, has put together two easy victories, including a 62-point romp over Mississippi Valley State. Angel Reese, 39 appearances in an LSU uniform, another double-double against Mississippi Valley, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Out of 39 opportunities, she's had 37 double-doubles as she continues to set LSU and SEC records. But she was not the only contributor in the last game. Freshman Michaela Williams was among 5 Tigers who scored in double digits.
And Michaela showed you why she was the #1 recruit in the class coming out of high school, why everybody wanted her, but LSU got her. And it's going to take a while in these highs before you see the ball actually hit the rim. Look at how pure that shot was from the outside. 5 of 6 from deep, leading to her career-high 20 points. She also threw in 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And as this offense continues to come together for LSU, more production like that, outstanding by Michaela Williams.
Well, Kent State is on a Louisiana road trip. It played the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana Lafayette a couple of days ago, and Kent State came away with a victory. A big game for Jenna Batch, a career-high 15 points.
That was a game where Kent State had a 14-point lead, winning by 9. And get this, they go on the road to open the season and held the Ragin' Cajuns to under 30% shooting for the game on their home floor. A very impressive start to the year for Kent State.
That's Todd Starkey, the head coach. He's in his 8th season as Kent State head coach. 123 wins, 88 defeats, nearly 60% winning percentage for this Kent State Golden Flashes team. And if you are wondering, as we take a look at Kim Mulkey in her 3rd season as LSU's coach, and of course, 62 wins, 9 losses over the course of 2+ seasons, and nearly a 90% winning percentage. If you're wondering about the shrill level of noise here in the Maravich Center this morning, it's because there are 7,000 to 8,000 elementary school kids from all around Baton Rouge who have come to enjoy this. They're out of school, and you're going to hear about it.
Oh, they have already brought the noise level inside the Maravich Assembly Center peaking in the red. We haven't even gotten a tip yet, but this has really become a fun tradition for them to come and enjoy basketball.
This noise would give an aspirin a headache. We are set to go. LSU in white, Kent State Flashes in the powder blue. And basketball is coming your way. Brunch and basketball today from Baton Rouge. LSU with the first possession. Latier Poa, who has played very well the first couple of games, gives it off, and an easy and quick 3 pumped home. Michaela Williams, they're going to call it a deuce? Yes, they do. Victor, you talked about her pure shooting. She was the Sultan of String in the last game.
7 shots going back to last game, 1's hit the rim. I mean, that outside shot is dead on, and so is that one right there.
Indeed. Bridget Dunn, who missed the final 14 games last year, hits the long triple. Van Lith, Williams, Poa, Smith, and Reese on the floor at the opening tip. Reese will take a 3. Misses it wide left, and it's tipped out of bounds by LSU.
We saw Angel do that a lot last game. In fact, she took 3 3-pointers in that big blowout win over Mississippi Valley. Maybe a little early to be taking a 3 because right after the dead ball, Angel Reese goes to the bench. Kim Mulkey sends in Anissa Morrow.
Hauser, Shoemate, Batch, Dunn, and Morris on the floor at the start of the game for the Kent State Flashes. Van Lith gets picked off, but the dribble is fumbled away, and Van Lith recovers and picks it up in the lane. A 3 from the left side, skids off. Big rebound by LSU Samaya Smith. And the Tigers stay with it offensively, and Williams eventually finds the jumper.
Well, it's good work, and once again by Samaya Smith, who we've seen really have an outstanding start to this season, keeping the possession alive. Wasn't able to get the putback, but kept it alive enough where the Tigers could get points on the board.
It's very early, of course. There's a very small sample size. But I think you'll agree with me, Victor, that Samaya Smith right now is the most improved LSU Tiger.
I don't think there's any question. It starts with the physical changes she had over the summer, staying here to work out with the team, worked on her game, slimmed down, but also strengthening up. And there she is getting the bucket on the inside.
And a really fine feed by Michaela Williams to her sophomore teammate, Samaya Smith. 6'3" LSU, 7:50 to go in the first quarter in Baton Rouge. Hauser can't shake Poa. The pass goes to the wing. Kent State looking inside. Instead, the three ball is up, and the three ball is in. Bridget Dunn. 6 apiece. Bridget Dunn has a couple of triples early.
She only shot 29% last season, as you mentioned. She missed 14 games to end last year. But the season before, she had a team-high 52 made three-pointers, so that's certainly her comfort zone.
LSU with a basket full of offensive rebounds already. Can't convert, but there was a foul on the floor. Morrow, Poa, Williams, Van Lith, and Smith in the game for the LSU Tigers. And Van Lith could not feel the throw-in cleanly.
Yeah, the high throw from Anissa Morrow throwing baseline, tried to get it to Van Lith on the sideline, but overthrew her before she could get it. It bounced out of bounds. So just an easy turnover for LSU, giving it back to Kent State.
The Golden Flashes coming to Baton Rouge for this morning encounter. Van Lith might have got a piece of that. And there's a foul down low as the errant shot was grabbed by a Golden Flash and the whistle against LSU.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it on Anissa Morrow. Samaya Smith was right there. She's the one that she thought they called it on her. In fact, I believe they called it on Morrow for the contact.
Katie Shoemate will shoot free throws. She ended the season last year on a really fine rush, averaging 17.8 points and nearly 10 rebounds in the final dozen games last year.
That performance and her experience is why she's preseason All-MAC first team this year. You saw there on the screen her season average to the point that Lynn's making. She ended the season almost 5 points better than her season average in that final stretch of 12 games.
She was a third teamer on the All-MAC team last year. Kent State is able to pull off that rebound. Bridget Dunn got it. She's working hard to get another one. Can't do it, but a teammate picks it up and dribbles out of danger. This is Hauser working on Van Lith. Hauser kicks it to the wing. Poa guarding, and Poa gets a piece of that shot by Batch, but it's put back in by Kent State. Jenna Batch. That's her first bucket.
You got to give Kent State credit for the perseverance on that possession that time. Several opportunities to score, loose balls that LSU could have had, rebounds LSU could have had. It was the Golden Flashes that kept it, but right back down the floor, and it didn't take long for Kayla Williams to drive the lane and get the easy two.
She faked left, went right, and blew right by her defender for the layup. 8 apiece, 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Three ball up from in front of the LSU bench, and a three ball is in by Katie Shoemate.
As a team last year, Kent State shot 35% from behind the line, and so far early in this game, half of their field goal attempts have been from behind the line.
LSU is trailing 11-8 in the first quarter. Van Lith hangs in the air, shoots it short. Van Lith had a big second half in her last game after very slow start offensively.
Kent State feels like they're going to have trouble getting to the inside, which they're trying right now in the paint because of LSU's size. And there's a turnover. You're going to see them look to try to kick to the outside. 4 made field goals. 3 of the 4 have come from three-point land.
So 5:09 to go in the first quarter. Van Lith is going to the bench.
Flauger's in. Flauger Johnson missed the game against Mississippi Valley. It was a late scratch due to illness, but she is healthy and just checked in. Just threw the ball in. You see her cutting across midcourt.
Flauger Johnson wearing number 4. Poa gets it down to Smith. And Smith loses it. That ball is picked off by Hauser. Karim Hauser able to take it away, and Kent State can add to its lead. A three ball is up, and it misses left. Offensive rebound grab for the moment by Abby Ogle, but she could not control the dribble. And that brings us to a timeout with 4:44 to go in the first quarter. A packed house of elementary school kids in Baton Rouge. Kent State's Golden Flashes 11, LSU's Tigers 8.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Never gonna make it look nice. Look nice. Boy, I don't think they're ready for this. Boy, I don't think they're ready for this.
Honey.
Honey. DayQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste. Because life doesn't stop for a cold. DayQuil Honey. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, honeylicious power through your day medicine.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick and try Vapo Shower for steamy Vicks vapors.
Honey.
Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Studies show that up to 94% of female C-level executives played sports. That's why Bridgestone is partnering with professional football teams across the country to sponsor girls' flag football leagues, bringing new opportunities to those that need it most. Because learning to catch and dodge matters. But learning to lead on the field so you can lead in any field, that's what really matters.
Well, this Kent State team that has a 3-point lead in the first quarter, 4:44 to go, lost 3 starters from last year's team that went 21-11, 12-6 in the MAC, making their second straight WNIT appearance. But look at this. They were 22nd in D1, but they led the MAC in over 8 3-point field goals made, and they're on track today already with their 3 of 6 this afternoon. Katie Shoemate, as we already mentioned, she was third team All-MAC selection. This year, she's a preseason first-team selection. And one other note about this team, you see them shoot these three-pointers, and you see that stat on the screen, and you think they're all outside. Lynn, since the 2016-17 season, Kent State is 10th in the nation in free throws per game. So, yeah, they can shoot from the outside, but they've got no problem taking it in the lane and drawing fouls. And you know you can rack up points by getting those free opportunities.
And with those 8.3 3-point shots made on average last year, that's what, 24, 25 points a game from distance.
Well, so far this afternoon, they've taken 9 attempts. 6 of the 9 have been from the outside, and 3 of the 4 made baskets are three-pointers.
So LSU trailing by 3 with 4:44 to go in the first quarter.
In case you're just tuned in and you're looking on the floor wondering where's Angel Reese, she started the game. Second possession, took a very quick three-pointer with no passes and immediately got pulled by head coach Kim Mulkey, and now sitting on the end of the bench with her jacket on. So I think a point is being made.
Morrow from straightaway takes a 3, misses it wide right. Kent State gets the bouncing rebound. Batch grabbed it. Batch works it down on the right baseline. Fadeaway jumper is good. Nicely done in traffic by Janae Tyler. Had 9 points and 3 rebounds against the Raging Cajuns.
This time Samaya Smith tried to swat at it. She was able to get the shot up and in, but Morrow comes right back down and hits one on the baseline for LSU.
At the next whistle, Aaliyah Del Rosario is coming into the game for LSU. And she'll be joined by Angel Reese as well. And a couple of substitutions for Kent State's Golden Flashes. Shoemate and Dunn, after a brief rest, will come back into the contest. Del Rosario, who wears number 23, will be the tallest player on the court at 6'6". Let's see if she can use that size effectively inside offensively and be a rejector defensively. Deanna Gray gets it to a teammate. The outlet pass from the corner is lost. Williams drops it right into the hands of Angel Reese. That was beautifully done.
And is there anybody better in the country at having either bad angles or short step approaches to the glass, but still able to make it than Angel Reese? A tough pass, she's able to pull it in, gathers her steps, and lays it in on a full sprint.
And a traveling violation will wipe out the three-point shot.
Watch how tough this pass is from Michaela Williams. There is a lot of bodies there. She bobbles it, takes the pass. Nice job of throwing it up high. And look at just a bad angle, but still makes it look so easy.
She stays in control, and she's ambidextrous. And that was a beautiful assist as well, as Williams dropped it right into the bucket.
You really only had one possibility, and she hit it right there. A very touch pass to hit.
Boa from 12 left it short. It might have been deflected. Van Lith is going to come into the game for LSU with the next whistle. 2:50 to play, first quarter. 3-ball up, and that's a rare miss in the early going for Kent State. Poa lopes into front court. Gets it to Reese. Double teamed immediately. Triple teamed it now, and she'll go back to the free throw line. She shot so many free throws last year, Victor, they started delivering her mail to the stripe.
Well, she does a nice job of being able to back down. She's so good with that drop step. If she doesn't feel body contact, she backs down, so she does, and then takes advantage of that long stride and goes with a drop spin move, draws the contact. She was 8 of 9 from the line in the last game against Mississippi Valley. Comes up short there.
I don't think I have ever heard a made free throw elicit that much of a scream.
The basket they're shooting at this half for LSU. That's the Angel Reese section, one of the schools there. Looks like almost every child in the section made a sign, and 9 out of 10 of them have something to do with the Bayou Barbie.
Yeah, they're having a good time at the ball game.
Absolutely.
Michaela Morris, who had 10 points and 7 rebounds, scoring on the last possession. Reese was trying to back in on Bridget Dunn. Reese had her elbow into Dunn. Dunn was pushing back. That's her second foul.
You see it right side of your screen. You see how she's coming across. It's a good thing for LSU that Dunn got called first, because you saw a little clear out with the arm there by Angel Reese.
17 to shoot. 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Kent State now is going to try to keep LSU from getting it to the inside, going to that zone defense with the size that LSU has now on the floor.
Batch rebounds the miss. A 3 from the left side. Skims out. Missed by Hauser. LSU on the move. Williams snaps that beautiful pass, but it's off the fingertips of Smith underneath, and Smith knew it. She's looking at Williams and saying, my fault, I should have had that one. That was one heck of a delivery to the low block.
That's a one-handed sling there. Williams saw the avenue, didn't waste any time going two-hand chest pass. Watch this. Watch the right of your screen. Samaya Smith starting to set it, zip, and I mean put it right on her hands too, as she has a defender, Michaela Morris, on her backside. It just went right through her hands.
A minute and a half to play. Kent State leading LSU as we close out the first quarter. It's 15-13. And Van Lith and others force a turnover on the sideline.
I think that was, you could stop it at Van Lith. The others were still on the other side of the floor. That was all Haley Van Lith that time, putting defensive pressure and forcing the pass to go out of bounds for a turnover on Kent State. That's now 5 here in the first quarter.
But Kent State leads on the strength of some early and effective three-point shooting. The Tigers with an opportunity to tie or take the lead as we wind down the first quarter. Williams dumps it off to Smith. Little jump hook, no good. Nice defensive rebound by Shoemate. Shoemate on the run. Angel Reese guarding. Reese slaps it free. Both players hit the deck, and it rolls toward us out of bounds.
Oh, it's great
Touched
hustle.
last by you, Barbie.
Great hustle by Angel Reese, using that long reach there to try to just poke in. Good timing not to draw the foul, but saw her opportunity to reach in there and slap away at it. She did it twice. The second one is what caused it to go loose. Look at the quick hands. Trying to pick it up, just kicks it out of bounds, not able to hold on to it.
.13 seconds to shoot. And Poa with some nice defense. 11 to shoot. 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Poa not able to get in front of her to change directions, but bodies are down the lane, and then here comes the help side with Samaya Smith, who gets the block and knocks it out.
The Tigers substitute again. Morrow back in the game. And the hot shooting continues. That is Shoemate. LSU will be at the line with 39 seconds to go, first quarter, and a 17-13 lead for Kent State. This MAC team, after dispatching the Ragin' Cajuns in Lafayette, have come here and have taken the fight to LSU in the first quarter. Free throw number one, off the mark. Morrow hits one of two. LSU is a 69% free throw shooting team through 3 games.
Remember, that was one of the things we talked about. We had the chance to do the Mississippi Valley game. The result of that game wasn't ever in question. One of the things we were focusing on is that LSU having to improve at the free throw line.
Williams rips off the rebound. Poa with 12 seconds to go. We close out the first quarter. This is Williams. 7 seconds.
Jim's trying to get
4
him
seconds.
up, trying to get her to go.
Williams takes it to the rack and there'll be a blocking foul called. Kent State's bench is up on Moss and protesting, but free throws will be coming.
It was 4 seconds before Michaela Williams decided to go. Kim Mulkey had almost made her way to midcourt, screaming at her, go, go. She wanted her to get a chance to try to attack the basket, to give them an opportunity for an offensive rebound if there was a miss. But she was able to get the blocking call and go to the free throw line here with 1.9 left.
Corinne Hauser was called for the blocking foul on a 50-50 call. Williams strokes both free throws. LSU down by 1.9 seconds to go, and Van Lith steals it, turns and heaves, but she could not get the shot away before the end of the first quarter. So Kent State, out of the MAC, has a 1-point lead over the favored LSU Tigers as we go to quarter number 2, 17-16. The Golden Flashes with a slim advantage.
I just found the biggest weight loss hack for y'all.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that? Ranch time.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only here's my flavor.
We love our house.
It's on a great block, tree-lined streets.
The neighbors are observant.
And we're back at the Sullivan house.
It's lawn day, Sheila, and the leaves are piling up.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Nothing but air.
Hate to see that.
Geico. Bundling made easy.
Whoa, the new iPhone 15. With that amazing camera, I wish my family had them.
Zoe, you're an action star. Take action. Join T-Mobile and get 4 new iPhone 15s on them and 4 lines for $25 a line.
With that camera, I'll be sharing pics from the slopes.
You do not want to see yourself skiing.
Yeah, I'm good at skiing. Your stunt woman is.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get 4 new iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
What do you think of the jacket? You look like a marshmallow.
How white do you think your teeth really are? Let's try the tissue test.
Oh,
Still yellow. Obviously, whitening toothpaste can only do so much.
That's because there's toothpaste white and there's Crest 3D White Strips White. Whitening toothpaste only works on the surface, but Crest 3D White Strips safely work below the enamel surface, whitening like a $400 professional treatment.
So much whiter.
The #1 teeth whitening brand in America. Crest. And try Crest whitening emulsions for daily whitening with virtually no sensitivity.
Kent State, gritty in the first quarter, has a 1-point lead over favored LSU, ranked 7th in the country right now. Michaela Williams off to another good start, Victor.
Just coming off of a career-high 20-point game against Mississippi Valley, where she hit 5 3-pointers. Started this game off with one just about a foot inside the 3-point line, and then she gets this one here in the middle of the lane. The nice stutter dribble, drive to the lane, hang time off the glass. Michaela Williams so far hasn't missed. 3 of 3 from the floor, perfect 2 of 2 from the line. 3 rebounds, 8 points to lead all scorers through the first quarter, and well on her way to surpassing a career mark that she made just about 48 hours ago. Maybe the biggest thing that stands out so far from the first quarter, the fact that Kent State has a 1-point lead, is that Kent State has a rebounding advantage over a much bigger LSU team, 11-9.
That is surprising. Let's see if LSU can improve that with both Reese and Morrow in the game right now together. Remember, those 2 players, both last year, were in the top 10 in scoring and rebounding in the country. And Reese will be called for a foul, and that's going to put a golden flash at the free throw line. It'll be Thomas.
Watch as the lane just splits. Morrow gets caught just sort of make a little stab at the ball instead of moving her body over. And by doing that, it opened the entire lane, giving her a one-on-one against Reese. She challenged Angel, who went up for the block, but got her with the contact.
Reese and a teammate are battling for it, and it comes loose. But LSU was able to grab it with Williams running it down.
Katie Shoemate had no problem battling Angel Reese for that rebound opportunity.
Koa with a beautiful assist down into the hands of Morrow. Koa lobbed it right into the mitts of Morrow, and she had the soft lay in. 18 apiece. 4th tie so far. Morrow was looking up court, trying to grab it and heave it, and the ball was poked out of her hands, touched last by LSU. Coming the other way. A lot of contact, no whistle. The miss is stuck back in by guess who? Michaela Williams. That's 10 points for her.
Yeah, it was great anticipation on the defensive end by Morrow to get the steal and go down. The LSU bench was wondering, how can you have that much contact and that much noise with bodies hitting the floor and not making a call either way? But with the live ball, Michaela Williams stayed with it and got the putback.
Ogle is in trouble, but gets rid of it to Hauser. 7 to shoot. Van Lith diving for it. And she hits the deck right in front of us. But it will stay with the visiting Kent State Golden Flashes with 6 seconds to shoot. 8:39 to play in the second quarter.
LSU with 5 steals already. Almost had another one there with a good quick hands by Van Lith.
Reese is running the floor. She's calling for it. She's got it, and it's blocked from behind. Gets it back, puts it back up, and scores. Is there anybody in the land who does it better than what we just saw on the offensive glass?
And you saw how she kept the ball up high, never brought it back down to give Kent State an opportunity, and now the Lady Tigers on the run again.
Williams dribbling behind the back and took a travel. This 4-point advantage is the largest lead for the LSU Tigers in this first half. Let's go back and look at Reese on the move.
On the run here, Unlike last time, she decides to put the ball on the floor. It gives Kent State a chance to get back and regroup to try for defense. But you notice when the ball came down, she doesn't drop it down to her waist where everybody can slap at it. She keeps it above her head, go right back up and put it in.
I'm not great at math, Victor, but I saw one white jersey and 1, 2, 3 blue jerseys fighting for the ball. The one white jersey got it.
I don't know that anybody in the blue jersey was 6'3" or has that kind of tenacity around the glass like Angel Reese does.
Morrow rips off the rebound. Kicks it out to Flaugier Johnson. Flaugier draws the attention of Ogle defensively. Now the switch. This is Van Lith for 3. It rattles out. Offensive rebound, LSU. Reese battling again. By you, Barbie, working the glass. 7 for her.
And that's just pure strength down there on the block, having to power that up right with the defender on her, just able to muscle it in.
But how about the counter punch by Hauser? Corinne Hauser. And Poa's pass just off the fingertips of Morrow as she tried to thread it to her teammate down on the baseline. 24-20 LSU. Give Kent State a P-Road full of effort and congratulations. I mean, this is a team that has been absolutely not affected by playing the number 7 team in the nation, the defending national champion, in front of a packed house of screeching school children.
That time, lead pass there by Jenna Batch had the right idea. Just a little too much on it. Teammate couldn't run up there. Look, this is a Kent State team. You know, they have the mid-major polls. You've got your big polls with the coaches, the AP, and all of that. There's also that mid-major poll. They're ranked 16th in the top 25 for mid-major colleges.
That's good stuff. The entry pass does not get to Angel Reese as Morrow left it short. And an offensive foul is taken by Poa. She's the best on the court in a white uniform for doing that.
Continues our conversation from the last game a couple of days ago about how good she is. I think she drew 3 in that ball game. Not afraid to sacrifice the body, hold position, knowing the contact is coming. She draws the charge after Kent State had a really nice play by Abby Ogle down inside at 5'8" to get in there and make that steal on the pass to Angel Reese on the block.
Nobody in the history of LSU basketball has done it better than Jean Kenny, though. Van Lith leaves it for Flaugier Johnson, and she takes one step toward the bucket and lays it in. First bucket for her, 26-20, LSU with its biggest lead. Van Lith trying to scrape her way through the pick. 3 ball from the far side is off the mark, missed by Ogle. She's out of Baldwin City, Kansas. Had 4 points and 4 rebounds against UL. Short jumper right side. No good by Morrow.
Shots have gone cold for Kent State in this quarter. 1 of 5 from the floor for the Golden Flashes in this quarter. LSU 5 of 9, shooting 56%. It's a 10-3 quarter so far for LSU.
Katie Shoemate, who had 9 points and 8 rebounds against UL, misses the 3 ball. She's got 5 points tonight, or this morning, I should say. 5:28 to play, second quarter. LSU by 6. Shoemate got right to the basket, but could not finish. But she's somehow able to come out of there with it, forces it up, and is fouled. Shoemate does not look physically imposing, but she's such a steady ball player. Is able to create shots, plays defense, knows her limitations, and fully exploits what she does best.
Great in the nose for the ball and great court awareness. That time fighting underneath, dribbling out past the block and then around back into the lane to then draw the contact.
And she's not a person you look at here, number 14, and think, okay, this is a rebounder. Well, she's got 5 against a much bigger LSU team.
Well, last year, you talked about how she ended the season. She led this team in scoring, steals, and rebounding.
7 points, 5 rebounds. A nice first half for Katie Shoemate. Johnson fakes left, dribbles right, slides left and shoots and misses it short. And it will go back to Kent State, trailing by 4, 5:07 to play in the second quarter. LSU will reinsert Michaela Williams, and also Malia Del Rosario is coming back in the game. Williams from Bossier City, Del Rosario from a little further south, the Dominican Republic. It's a 4-point game. Shoemate comes up firing, misses a little bit short. Williams beats her to the rebound. Williams dribbling up court, knocked loose by Shoemate. Scramble for it, picked up by the Golden Flashes. And that's Shoemate on the hustle, just getting a hand in it to knock it free momentarily. Shoemate with a long three. Oh, yes. She's got 10.
That's the first bucket in almost 3 minutes. I was about to say how fortunate Kent State is to only be down 4, considering their shooting has been 1 of 8 in this quarter, basically shooting 12%.
Van Lith snaking her way after pivoting, leaves it short. Smith battles for it, puts it back in. Count the bucket. And she will shoot a free throw. We'll take a timeout first with 4:16 to go in the second quarter as we look at Van Lith Smith, but Smith is right there.
Good power back up by Samaya Smith to get the bucket and a chance to go to the free throw line and add one more to it. Kent State, though, keeping it close. 4:15 to go in the second quarter. LSU holding on to a 3-point lead, 28-25.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Love it when a minute look nice. Look nice.
Boy, I don't think they're ready.
Whoa, the new iPhone 15. With that amazing camera, I'll be sharing pics from the slope. You do not want to see yourself skiing.
You look like a marshmallow.
Join T-Mobile and get 4 new iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that? Ranch time.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serves by flavor.
Geico makes car insurance easy.
Say when.
As easy as loving Parmesan.
Say when. Say when. Say when. When.
Fresh ground pepper?
Oh, yes, please.
With 24/7 emergency roadside service, it's easy to Geico.
Oh, can we get a box?
One of the reasons Kent State has kept us a ball game early is the shooting from behind the line. LSU has been looking for a three-point opportunity, 0 for 5, but Kent State 4 of 12. You see, turnovers have been a bit of an issue for both of these teams early on in this ball game, but the leading individual players, Michaela Williams for LSU, the leading scorer and rebounder with 10 and 6. Katie Shoemate leading the way with Kent State, 10 and 5 in terms of points and rebounds. A big difference that's led to this lead for LSU here in the quarter. Lynn, it's very simple. In this quarter, LSU's gone 6 of 13. Kent State 2 of 9. That last bucket being their three-pointer.
Here's a bigger picture question for you, though, Victor, with a very small sample size. Right now, from three-point range, LSU is a combined 14 for 47 on the season. Can the Tigers shoot that poorly from three-point range and be a factor against teams that are going to go right to the wire with the Tigers today?
Well, but, you know, LSU's got such great size. They've got great skill shooters from around. Even if you want to take away the three-pointer for a second, when you look at Angel Reese on the inside, the emergence and the strong emergence of Samaya Smith, and then you also bring in Morrow. They can dominate on the inside and fill in on the outside. the way this game is established for Kent State, they tried to establish on the outside and had a nice lead in the first quarter. But when the shooting went cold, LSU's been able to flip the script and take the lead.
And to illustrate your point, LSU has 20 paint points. Kent State has 6. Smith completes the three-point play. Right now, and again, a very small sample size, but right now the freshman Michaela Williams appears to be the greatest threat on the outside for LSU. Smith yanks off the rebound. This is Poa.
Just like Kent State started this game, that their trend has stayed true to this point in the second quarter. Half their field goal attempts have been from behind the three-point line, including that last one.
Look at the snake-like move from Angel Reese. She gave a lot of options to defend and then finally just spun and had cleared the defender.
Once again, showing her great balance and ability to find different avenues to get to the rim.
She's got 9 points. Shoemate will take a long three and rips another one home. 13 points for Shoemate. She's having a heck of a first half. Van Lith is good on the layup. Able to avoid enough of the defender to slide by and lay it in. 33-28 LSU. Shoemate again. Somebody cool off Shoemate. My goodness. Hotter than a Rolex in a pawn shop right now. Shoemate blasting it in from outside the arc.
And that's something that head coach Ken Mulkey wants to see her team improve on, and that's that defending the three-point shot. It happened against Colorado to start the season. That was a focal point last game they wanted to work on, even though Mississippi Valley wasn't a true threat from three-point land. But Kent State is proving to be 6 of 14 now from behind the line. Kent State shooting 43%, LSU 0 for 5.
And Shoemate has worked her way for 16 points in the first half. Shoemate takes the tipped rebound, goes baseline, in trouble, tries to force it up, and that's not a good idea among the tall timber, but she was fouled, so she will get a chance to shoot and score.
This last play was a perfect example of what you talked about with Shoemate. She comes down and can hit the three-pointer, and yet while she doesn't look intimidating at 5'11", she hits back-to-back threes, then gets a loose ball in the corner, stutter dribble, challenges a 6'3" post player on the inside, draws a foul, and now back to the free throw line.
She's got those steely eyes, doesn't she? Shoemate looking for points 17 and 18. And if she gets both of them, we'll have a brand new ball game at 33.
She and Williams leading their respective teams with 6 rebounds each. And Shoemate the game's leading scorer with 17.
She is not able to tie the game with a second free throw. She knocked that loose from Reese, but Van Lith was there to recover it. We've got ourselves a ball game. 2:12 to play, 33-32, LSU by 1. Van Lith snakes her way inside, may have taken steps. There was no whistle. The ball is loose to LSU. Williams lobs it down low. Reese is there. Smith follows, and Smith finishes.
Boy, as the shot clock was hitting 1 with that opportunity, Samaya Smith in the right place to be able to put it back in from 2 feet out.
7 points for Samaya.
That's going to be an illegal screen. That's on Janae Tyler. She came up from the block to set a high screen, but instead of standing in position, leaned out, kind of stuck her leg out there to try to draw contact, offensive foul.
So Johnson, Smith, Reese, Van Lith, and Williams on the floor with 95 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Van Lith calling out a play as she moves into front court. Takes it to the left side. It goes down low, and it's taken away from Michaela Williams.
And that was done by Michaela Morris.
And then Williams knocks it loose. Reese has it. She spins around the defender on the floor. Reese leaves it for Smith. Smith misses. Smith gets it back and is fouled. She's grinning a bit. She took a shot to the face, but she was chagrined that she missed the first one off the dish by Reese.
Going off to see Angel Reese leading the break. When she realized nobody was moving and she had picked up the loose ball, she was on her way, dropped it off for Samaya Smith. There you see the little shot she takes to the throat on the putback. It goes to the free throw line. Remember, Samaya Smith has played 3 games this year and has had career marks in every game. 18 against Colorado, followed it up with a career-high 21, and then tied her 21 mark on Sunday against Mississippi Valley.
Well, she is the leading scorer for LSU coming into this game, averaging just over 19 a game. Reese is at an even 19 a game.
Most of the offense this afternoon has been 3 players. Samaya Smith with 9, Reese with 9. And as you mentioned, Michaela Williams leading the charge with 10.
A 3 ball is up, and it draws nothing but twine from Bridget Dunn.
At some point, LSU is going to have to figure out with this rotation, sending one player through the lane and players stepping back, how they're going to be able to get a hand in the face of somebody at Kent State from behind the 3-point line.
Reese tries the deep do, and she completes it. The deep deuce from just to the right of the key. 39-35. That's 11 in the first half for Reese. Van Lith charged with her first foul. LSU by 4 in a back and forth, hard-hitting first half, literally.
8 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Ten seconds to shoot. Hauser cannot shake Williams. Now she does, gets it into the lane, and there is contact, and free throws are coming. Hauser was just leaning over the dribble, probing, trying to find her way to the goal, and got the foul.
When you see she was so far away from the screen that was set up with her that allowed Michaela Williams just to follow through. There was no resistance by the screen, but Williams doesn't cut her off. And Hauser does a nice job of driving the lane. Now she's shoulder to shoulder with Michaela Williams. You're beat. Michaela Williams then swats at it with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock, sending it to the free throw line. In an offensive set that really wasn't working that time for Kent State.
Hauser drops in both free throws. One of the major differences in the first half is 21 points from distance for Kent State on those 7 threes, and LSU has none with 5 tries.
The Lady Tigers, as I mentioned, have to figure out a way to defend better because it's not like those 3-pointers have been challenged.
Williams for 3, on line but long, and that is the end of an active first half. 4 ties, 4 lead changes. The biggest lead was 4 for Kent State. The biggest lead for LSU was 6 in the first half. And right now, the homestanding Tigers have a 39-37 lead as we go to halftime. We're going to come back and talk a little football when we come back.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Never put them in and look nice. Look nice.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex, breathe.
What is wow?
Sinex, breathe. Ah.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that?
Ranch time. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only here's my flavor.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex, breathe.
What is wow?
Sinex, breathe. Ah.
Let's try something new.
Okay. How is any of this possible?
Just relax.
This Thanksgiving, once upon a time, it's a twist.
This is crazy.
We love crazy. Yeah.
It's not me you should be afraid of. Disney's Wish. Rated PG. Only in theaters.
Faith's Flowers wasn't living up to its name, but now she's using Amazon Business. With bulk orders that work around her schedule, plus easy ways to track spend, which means Faith has the time to make it, well, fantastic. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
At Target, get low prices on turkey.
I never knew there was a love like this before.
And learn how to get your Thanksgiving meal under $25 at Target.
Does it still count as ending the night with McDonald's if you order it for breakfast the morning after? I'm ordering either way. Order McDelivery in the app.
LSU women's basketball had a dominant performance over Mississippi Valley State. But Kim Mulkey in her post-game press conference has some interesting things to say about the transfer, especially Anissa Morrow, and a little bit about Haley Van Leaf. Check out exactly what she had to say.
It's a different style of play than what she's used to here, but we don't want to take anything away from what she does. Anissa's a great rebounder. She's a great three-point shooter. She moves well when we're in our half-court defense, and sometimes when we're hedging, she's probably the best. Well, she is the best post player we have on hedging. She's just real quiet, and we're trying to get her to talk more. And I think she will when she becomes a little bit more comfortable. Often, when you transfer in, you're older and you're more mature and you're more experienced, but really you're kind of on this island a little bit. It's kind of like in baseball. When you're a free agent, you get picked up by another team, you don't know all those guys. So they're trying to figure out who their teammates are, which ones they click the best with. And then you go to practice, and now I've got to please the coach and figure out what plays to, what is that? Well, what is the, it's just a lot of stuff going on. And when it slows down for them, I think you're going to see them do better as well. They're trying to do what we ask them to do. And you're not going to see it surface how good they are for a little while.
So I know Anissa Morrow did not expect to be at LSU and be coming off the bench. Being as though she came from DePaul, where she was the star, the go-to player, the MVP, they get her touches, to now come to LSU, and you're coming off the bench and you're trying to fight for minutes, fight for opportunities, fight for shots. At least Haley Van Leaf, which is not doing as good just yet, is still starting and given opportunity. But Anissa Morrow off the bench has to be a blow to her ego. Like, what's going on? What am I doing? And then some of the things that she said, she's quiet, meaning she's not talking on defense. She wants, when you play defense in basketball, you got to be vocal, letting everybody know what's going on and talking. And that was Kim Mulkey's way of saying, like, she needs to speak up on the defensive end, especially. Also about how adjusting to everything new, everybody got clicks. Angel Reese probably with Flage, and some of these other women are with each other and they know each other. And you got Anissa Morrow and Haley Van Leaf that they're coming in. They don't really know a lot of people. They're trying to adapt to new friends and new environment, as well as trying to learn positions to play on Kim Mulkey's team, as adjusting. Well, eventually going to have to adjust to ACC play, which is one of the toughest conferences in the country. So just a whole lot going on, as Kim Mulkey said, about how they're having to try to adjust to all those things. But I know they'll eventually come through for the two, especially Haley Van Leaf. But Anissa Morrow, I don't know. Hopefully she can start soon. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.
receivers is really good.
I think it's a great point you make, because even on shows that I've done covering them, you felt like last year and maybe even the start of this year, Jaden back to the quarterback would be 1,000. I got to go. And immediately, because he's so good with his feet, he naturally falls to that. If you want to compare it when Joe was here running it, he ran strategically, but Joe could read defenses so well.
Yeah.
He beat the defense before he got to the line of scrimmage. It seemed like Jaden at first, like, all right, if I feel like I'm in trouble, I got to get out with my legs. Now he's developed much more of a patience. Let my teammates get to where they need to go, and I'll get it to them.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, because I think Jaden came here as a guy.
They really dominated from the first tip to the end of the game. Once again, Michaela Williams balled out. She's proven that she might be the freshman of the year. And they won 109-47. And some of the stats you have, Angel Reese, 14 and 10 in 20 minutes. Haley Van Leaf, 11, 6 assists. Michaela Williams, 20. Samaya Smith, 21. Anissa Merrill, 14. So a nice performance by everybody. And pretty much something that we all expected. We expected LSU to blow out a Mississippi Valley State team, HBCU team. But still waiting for Haley Van Leaf just to go crazy on either the points or the assists. And for her to get 12 points, 10 assists type game, or for her to come with 20 and 4 assists. Like, I'm still waiting for Haley Van Leaf. I think that's the one person that's still really trying to find out what they do. What's their role? What are they trying to be in this LSU women's basketball team offense? And I think that's something that is going to have to come into play real soon. We're going to have to figure out this ultimate role for Haley Van Leaf, because 11, 6 assists, that's cool. But I think against a Mississippi Valley State team, it should be no less than 10, 11 assists. That should be easy double-digit assists. So still got to kind of figure out what's going on with that situation, because if she's not going to get double-digit assists against a Mississippi Valley State team, it should be at least 20 points. So something has to start to kind of come to fruition as far as, like, how is that going to play out? I know it's still early. It's a lot of time in the season, but once she get established and understand her definite role, what she's is trying to do and what she's expected to do from Kim Mulkey, I think LSU is going to have obviously a more dominant team. So her and Nisa Merrill, who tried to come a little bit more today, stepping her game up slowly. Good look on that. But we're going to see how it all plays out. But like I said, obvious win. We knew what was going to happen, and on to the next. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section.
We could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes, but before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Everyone ready?
Come now, dig in and
Everyone ready?
come now, dig in and enjoy.
I'm coming!
Every Thanksgiving has a bird. Did you see what just came out of that? A surprise guest.
What are you?
And some things that don't go as planned.
Yes! No!
Disney's Wish.
Hey, thanks for not eating me, John.
Don't mention it, Bambi. Rated PG. Only in theaters November 22nd. Tickets available now.
Studies show that up to 94% of female C-level executives played sports. That's why Bridgestone is partnering with professional football teams across the country to sponsor girls' flag football leagues, bringing new opportunities to those that need it most. Because learning to catch and dodge matters. But learning to lead on the field so you can lead, that's what really matters.
Ooh, the DQ cheeseburger. Ooh, the DQ cheeseburger lovers deal is back. 2 single cheeseburgers for only $5, or 2 double cheeseburgers for just $7? For real? Oh, tell me it's as good as it looks. Deal this good speaks for itself, I guess. But you better get it before it's gone. DQ, happy tastes good.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old. But I am a camping influencer. You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Has a gift for you. Buy a select battery kit, get a select tool free.
The sander for my dad?
Free?
Free.
Free. You're saying this is completely
Free.
Get Black Friday tool savings all month long at the Home Depot.
Discover different Black Friday deals at Target each week.
I never knew there was a love like this before. I never knew there was a love.
Get low prices and early Black Friday deals at Target.
I never knew there was a love.
Get low prices and early Black Friday deals at Target.
Today in Baton Rouge, we started in late morning. We're going to finish in early afternoon. Today in Baton Rouge, we started in late morning. We're going to finish in early afternoon. But meanwhile, there's still 20 minutes of basketball to be played, and LSU is clinging to a tenuous 2-point lead against Kent State. He's Victor Howell. I'm Lynn Rollins. And Victor, let's start with Angel Reese for LSU. As you mentioned earlier, she took an early shot, maybe ill-advised, went to the bench for a while. When she came back, she was invigorated. One pass on a possession, second possession of the game. She launches a three-pointer. That's not her shot. Kim Mulkey put her on the bench. When she's come back, everything has been, well, where she dominates around the rim. There you see her out on early on the break here, getting the rebound and putting it back in. Nothing like a little 15-foot elbow jumper where she usually shoots free throws, but this is where she's been dominant. Getting the work done underneath, powering it in. Angel Reese so far in the first half, 11 points, 5 rebounds on 5 of 9 shooting. On the other side, though, for Kent State, the story has been Katie Shoemate, the preseason first-team All-MAC selection, 5 of 11 from the floor, but 4 of her 5 makes have come from the three-point line, and that's been the key for Kent State staying in this game. She leads all scorers with 17 points and also leads the way on her team and second in the game with 6 rebounds. So she has been one of the key leaders for Kent State, as she has been for much of her career. You know, you mentioned that three-point shooting differential. It's 21 points. 7 made threes for Kent State, none for LSU. Well, as hot as Kent State was in the first quarter, getting it from three-point line, in the second quarter, their shooting basically went cold. They were 5 of 14, many of those baskets coming late, but of their 5 makes, 4 were three-pointers. I mean, without it, LSU's turning this into a blowout, but the Lady Tigers have not done a good job contesting those three-pointers, and when they've hit a hot streak, they've been very good from behind the three-point line. That's what's kept this a 2-point game. Well, let's take a look at opponents' three-point field goal percentage against the Tigers. Last year, 5.6 per game. Today, 7 already in the first half. And that will be a point of emphasis, or was a point of emphasis for Kim Mulkey. Well, and they averaged more than 8 three-pointers last season per game, so they are right on track to surpass what their average has been. And again, they're able to find it because they're playing 4 wide. They send a player cutting through the lane, and then that player runs to the outside and another player. So it's like a rotating system where 4 are out, 1 cuts through. But with the ball movement, they've been finding empty shots. And Kim Mulkey, I'm sure, addressed this at halftime, that they've got to get tougher on the defensive end, getting a hand in somebody's face, not letting them just look at it and square up from 20 feet. Kent State, with upset on its mind, will have another road game at Xavier after this one. Well, we are underway here. Quick turnaround jump shot, nestled in from just in front of the stripe by Anissa Morrow, and that's 7 for her. And Morrow that time did a nice job of Kent State opening up in that zone defense because of the fact that LSU has 26 paint points, now 28, trying to take the Lady Tigers away from the rim. But she found the opening in the zone, just turned around and took the easy jumper. Dunn is able to run down her own miss. And a 3-ball is up and a 3-ball is off the mark. And there is Shoemate with another rebound. Look, long jump shots, we've said this time and time again. Long jump shots lead to long rebounds. You have to be ready to block out This is the third opportunity for Kent State on the possession.
Hauser kicks it left side, and they convert that third opportunity. That was Jenna Batch. They missed a couple, and then Batch got the third one. 41-40, LSU by a single point. There's a battle for it underneath. The Tigers cannot come away with it. Shoemate does. Shoemate dribbling down the left side, scoops and scores with the right hand from the left side. This Kent State team has come to play.
Nobody in a white jersey able to get in front of Shoemate to cut her off. She had the easy lane to the basket, so showing how well she should shoot from three-point land, and that time, coast to coast, right to the rim.
Poa penetrates, tries to swing it to Van Lith. It's tipped out of her hands. Here comes Hauser, hanging, shooting, missing. Flat-footed rebound. Grabbed by LSU's Williams. Up to Poa.
Even though that was a driving 5-footer, that might have been one of the worst shots Kent State's taken all day because it was contested, having just taken the lead. No need to force it, and that time they did.
Van Lith is elbowed in the face, I think. .16 on the shot clock. 8:12 to play as we are early in the third quarter. LSU down by 1. A three is up, and a three is nestled home. It is Michaela Williams.
And Bridget Dunn, number 15 for Kent State, was playing on the lower block. LSU sent a double screen. She was not able to fight her way through that screen, and that set up the wide open three in the corner.
Morrow takes the ball away down to Van Lith, and she splits a couple of defenders and lays it in. 46-42, LSU. Back and forth we go. 7:40 to play. Third quarter in Baton Rouge. The pass to the wing, intercepted by Morrow. She's all in front and lays it home. Defense turns to offense for Morrow.
Head coach Todd Starkey is not going to call timeout with LSU on this little bit of a run to open it up after being down 1. A quick 7-point sprint for LSU to get the 6-point lead. He just told his team, calm down, slow it down. He's going to let them play through it.
Morrow has 9. The three ball is way short off the hands of Hauser. She had 10 points and 4 rebounds against the University of Louisiana Lafayette.
There's, again, another example of a hustle by Shoemate. An air ball three-pointer. She times it off the bounce on the floor, jumps out of bounds, and then throws it off an LSU player to keep possession for Kent State. But remember, with the air ball three-pointer, did not hit the rim, so shot clock at 11.
Shoemate is like a Swiss Army knife.
Yes, he does a little bit of everything.
She'll take the three, gets the loose ball, and comes away with it momentarily. She saved it to a teammate. Smith finally rebounds for LSU. The Tigers have a chance to advance a 6-point lead. 48-42. Williams for 3, and it rims out, and the rebound grabbed by Tyler. This for 3, left side. Shoemate trying to rip the rebound away from Poa, and it's going to stay with Kent State.
Right now, it's all hustle for Kent State that's keeping them in this game. They're just fighting and wanting it more than LSU. Second chance opportunities. Yes, LSU's on a 7-0 run right now, having been down 1 now to take a 6-point lead. But you have to be impressed by the fight of the Golden Flashes. They're outmanned, outsized on the inside, but it's not bothering them one bit.
Abby Ogle replaces Jenna Batch. Tigers take it away. Morrow coming away with it. Quickly down court. Williams able to power it home from the left side. This is LSU's biggest lead as Williams has 12. 6 minutes and some change remains in the third quarter. Van Lith defending.
Haley Van Lith able to fight over the top of that screen to keep that pressure on the ball.
And a reach-in foul is called against Morrow as she drew some contact with Shoemate. Five minutes and 57 seconds are left in an active third quarter. Time is running out, but Shoemate finds a teammate. Shoemate wants it at the top. Not going to get it at the moment. This is Shoemate with 7 to fire. Fakes right, dribbles left. Stops, drops it off down low. Blocked by Morrow. Morrow rejecting it. Van Lip goes baseline and fumbles it as she tried to go down to the block and get a shot away. But there was contact.
The LSU bench is saying she was going up for the layup. The officials are saying they called it on the floor beforehand. Go back to the other end. Crossover dribble with the shot clock running down. Great eyes on the floor to see an open teammate, but how about the recovery by Morrow to get over there and get the block with the shot clock under 5?
LSU by 8, 5.5 to go. And that's powered in.
That puts Morrow now in double digits with 11. That's going to be 3 Lady Tigers joining Reese and Williams, who leads the charge at 15.
This is the first time that LSU has had a double-digit lead. And a stick back is good after the miss by Janae Tyler. She had 9 points and 3 rebounds. She's out of Lansing, Michigan. 9 and 3 in her last game. Poa goes to the rack, scores. Are they going to count it?
They are. They are. She started those big strides to the basket. Some might go back to the old school continuation play, but you see she's able to regain the dribble, lay it up off the glass. It'll give her a chance to get a 3-pointer.
Last tier Poa, a 5'11 junior from Melbourne, Australia. She was a national champion at Northwest Florida State, a National Junior College Athletic Association champion before she came to LSU. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Tigers by 11. Shoemate stops, goes down to the baseline. Not any room there for Abby Ogle. And an offensive foul is called. And I think they're going to get Abby Ogle.
They called Michaela Morris on the screen, trying to free her up, but she sets an illegal screen as Kent State was trying to find a way to get to the basket. Illegal screen gets the ball back to the Lady Tigers.
4:43 to go in the third quarter, 55-44. LSU has pulled to a double-digit lead.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice.
Ever since I tried Hidden Valley Ranch, I finally found what I've been looking for.
Oh my gosh.
I know. How is this stuff so good?
Hidden Valley Ranch. Only serious about flavor. Desmond Howard. Here to see my college football collection.
Impressive stuff, little man.
Geico makes it easy to insure. My car and RV too.
Wow.
Gloves from your famous catch.
How'd you get those? Great smile. Is this from when the band ran on the field?
Yep, 1982.
What is this?
Oh, no, don't touch the...
Not so fast, my friends. Not so fast, my friends.
It will turn off eventually.
For all your insurance needs from home to car to RV, it's easy to Geico.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. You get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
The LSU Tigers have turned it up a notch since halftime. Third quarter action to this point has been LSU favorable.
Yeah, that very first basket finding a hole in the zone defense, and LSU picking up the pace, pushing the tempo on the floor. How about Morrow first with the block, then here Morrow next possession with the steal, coast to coast with the easy layup. Remember, Kent State had a couple of three-pointers. They made a run that took a 42-41 lead. Since then, it's been a 14-2 run by LSU, who has picked up the pace, took advantage of 4 turnovers by Kent State. They got down to the rim to make some easy buckets and get a little bit of separation for the first time all day, putting the Lady Tigers up by 11.
In the last game, LSU had 5 players in double figures. They've got nearly 4 now. Williams and Morrow and Reese are there. Smith is a point away. The Tigers in white own the basketball with a 55-44 lead. Has become near the 4.5-minute mark in the third quarter. Van Lith lobs it down low. Kick left side, Poa. Back inside it goes. Turnaround jump shot nestled home by Anissa Morrow. Morrow has 13 off the bench. LSU's biggest lead, 57-44. And it's been built here in the third quarter. A leaner is good. Nicely done by Jenna Batch. Batch with 7. And a foul called, or yes, there is a foul called.
Today, Tyler, with the contact on the arm, as Morrow is really starting to you just kind of get the feel. We just talked to Michael Bonnet at halftime about football and getting a feel for when somebody's going to have a big day. You're starting to feel that Morrow is going to make this her game. We've seen Samaya Smith with 3 games, which is hit career numbers. Last game, Michaela Williams with her 20 points, and Morrow's just really starting to come on and get a feeling that she likes the matchup today and starting to take this game over. 14 points, 4 rebounds on 6 of 11 shooting.
Smith, Van Lith, Williams, Poa, and Morrow on the floor for LSU.
And a much better score for LSU at the free throw line this morning, early afternoon as it is now. Shooting 82% from the free throw line.
Morrow makes the steal. She anticipated the pass. She will retreat and wait for the retinue to catch up. This is Van Lith. Van Lith sneaking her way underneath the bucket, and there was contact there, a blocking foul call.
I was going to go against Michaela Morris, and she's raising her hands like, what am I supposed to do? Well, on the defensive side, they'll teach you can put your feet out of bounds. She's asking, what do I do? The answer is get your foot out of bounds to cut off the lane. She didn't do it, and Haley Van Lith is very good at getting to the basket. Just give her a little sliver of space. She found it on the baseline and drew the contact.
Thomas returns to the lineup for the Golden Flashes. She wears number 1. Van Lith is defending. And a putback is good. Good effort by Bridget Dunn.
What a tremendous amount of English put on that attempted layup there just to get it to come off the glass.
A spinning jumper driven home by Michaela Williams. And you start to see her versatility with that move. 3 minutes to play in the quarter. 62-48. Jump shot right side. Yes, indeed. Again, Jenna Batch. Batch coming off a 15-point game. She's got 9 this afternoon.
She had 2 double-digit games all of last year. She's about to start this season with back-to-back double-digit games.
Morrow's long jumper rattles out. LSU by 12, 2.5 to go, third quarter. Hauser will return it to play with 11 on the shot clock. Now they will have Shoemate throw it in. And LSU is going to try to get Flau'jae Johnson in the game, and does. Flau'jae Johnson replaces last tier Poa. Johnson steals it on her way to the rim, lays it up and scores. Johnson immediately has an impact on the game.
Right off the bench, straight to the floor with a steal and goes coast to coast. She anticipated the defender. Still went inside hand, but nice up and under to beat her to the glass.
She's still a very young player, a sophomore, and she really plays defense and does the little things well. Pull-up jump shot would go down.
There's double digits for Batch now.
Jenna Batch, 15 and 11 in her last 2 games. 3 ball up and swish! Michaela Williams has 20.
Well, it's funny. I think Kim Mulkey was trying to get something else run, gave her a little bit of the side eye. You know, her reaction would have been different had the ball not gone in, but it was pure hitting the net. Kim Mulkey just kind of looked at it with a little smirk like, okay, I see you this time.
I offered the opinion that right now, at this point in the season, Michaela Williams is by far the greatest threat from three-point range for LSU, and I think the last couple of games has certainly borne that out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There have been a few players that wanted to get involved. Angel Reese worked on some of the long shots in the offseason, but she's still over, and it was that one quick trigger by Angel Reese early in the game that got her on the bench. But Michaela Williams has definitely, especially over the last 2 games, has shown to be the most consistent.
20 points this afternoon for Williams. That ties her season's high and obviously her career high in an LSU uniform. Her career high in high school was about 95, something like that.
Yeah, she's dominant in the high school level. 2-time reigning Gatorade Player of the Year for the state and the #1 in her class.
A deep deuce up and in on cue. It's Michaela Williams. She has maybe the best jump shot range on the team. Van Lift is going to be charged for the block. Number 11 thought she was there in time holding her ground, but the official thought otherwise.
It looked like Kim Mulkey agrees with you. See her shaking her head. Looked like a bit of a shoulder dip that went into it. They're going to say Van Lift is moving.
And both free throws are good by Thomas. 69-56. We are inside a minute left in the third quarter.
Kent State has hit 7 field goals in this quarter. That matches the amount they hit in the first quarter when they had the lead. The difference is LSU's 12 of 16, shooting 75%, and you can now increase it just here in the third quarter. That's why the Lady Tigers have been able to get some separation.
That's Michaela Williams, and it demonstrates the point I was making just a couple of seconds ago, the range that she's got with the jump shot. She can back up to 18 and has the strength and the finesse to fire in those 18-footers.
Showing you can do a step back. She's certainly consistent from the 3 of the last 2 games. We've seen how pure that's been. But she has enough size and strength to be able to take it to the rim and power it up on the inside as well.
Van Lift switches off defensively. 11 seconds left in the quarter. Hauser lets it fly. Hauser comes up short. Samaya Smith with a swat. Rejection, but a foul called on Samaya.
Well, they're going to call that one on Flage. There were
Are
2
they?
players there. 4 and 5 were both right there. Samaya had the swat, but they wound up calling it on Flage for body contact.
And free throws will be coming here with 4.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Deanna Gray will wait and check in, and so will Abby Ogle.
We'll see what else you can run in the quarter play here if it goes in. Oh.
So those 2 will not get a chance to come in. 1 second. Here's the heave from 40 feet. It is short, and we go to the fourth quarter. It was the third quarter belonging to LSU after a narrow game at halftime. Right now, at the end of 3, LSU 71, Kent State's Golden Flashes 56.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Develop on them and it look nice. Look nice.
Hey man, ever since you tried Zesty Hidden Valley Ranch, I feel like you've been a bigger fan of that than the closers.
How could you say that?
Ranch time.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only series by flavor.
Everyone ready?
Come now, dig in and enjoy.
I'm coming!
Every Thanksgiving has a bird.
No!
Did you see what just came out of that? A surprise guest.
What are you?
And some things that don't go as planned.
Yes! Woo! No!
Disney's Wish.
Hey, thanks for not eating me, John.
Don't mention it, Bambi. Rated PG. Only in theaters November 22nd. Tickets available now.
When you live in SEC country, you see it, hear it, and feel it everywhere you go. Traditions and rivalries surround you. And there's no such thing as too much. As much as you celebrate the game, Regions celebrates your financial wins even more and helps you plan for the next one. Because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank.
Welcome to Regions. How can I help you?
It was a productive third quarter for LSU, and Michaela Williams led the charge offensively for the Tigers.
10 of 14 on the day, already surpassed her early season career high of 20. She now has 24. Corner three-pointer, great pass by Samaya Smith, watching Michaela Williams fill the lane. Here's that versatility. How about the spin move and the pull-up? But then she can shoot it from 20 on the wing. Here's dribbling again, spot up here from 18. She's just done it from all over the floor. The hands are out like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just that I'm red hot right now. 10 of 14 from the floor. She's hit both of her free throws, 2 of 4 from behind the line, and thrown in 7 rebounds as well. Michaela, a big reason why LSU in that third quarter, you know, sometimes a game can be all about timing. The timing couldn't have been worse for Kent State in a quarter when they've been good from three-pointers. In the third quarter, Kent State went 1 of 7, just 14%. LSU and Michaela Williams hit their only 2 three-pointers of the game in that third quarter, and LSU as a team shot 77%.
And let's present some roses to Katie Shoemate as well for Kent State. This is her first double-double this year, 19 points and 10 rebounds, and she has tied a career high with 4 three-pointers. Number 14 has been a factor for the Golden Flashes.
She likes playing Power 5 teams when she's done. She's averaging better than 13 points and 5.5 rebounds a game. And as you mentioned now, she's surpassed both of those marks here this afternoon against LSU.
Kent State, 7 for 16 from three-point range in the first half, but only 1 of 7 since then. They had 21 points from out court in the first half, only 3 in the second half.
And that's one of those challenges as we were talking about matchups with LSU. As the Lady Tigers get it and push it down the floor.
Morrow with the easy steal. Pitches it across the zone. Williams got another one. Oh, my goodness.
Look at that rotation.
Michaela Williams, sensational shooting today. 27 points in this, her 4th game. Johnson on the run. Van Lith snaking inside, puts it off the glass and scores. And the Tigers are roaring right now, 76-56, by far the biggest lead of the game. After a very close first half, Van Lith knocks it loose. She's in front. She'll take it all the way, and Van Lith goes back-to-back with layups. Kent State calls timeout as the lead has ballooned in a hurry to 22. 9 minutes and 10 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. LSU right now sprinting to a 78-56 lead.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Develop on them and it look nice. Look nice.
Ooh,
stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe. What is... Wow. Sinex? Breathe. Ah.
When you live in SEC country, you see it, hear it, and feel it everywhere you go. The traditions and rivalries surround you. And there's no such thing as too much. As much as you celebrate the game, Regions celebrates your financial wins even more and helps you plan for the next one. Because in an SEC world, we're the SEC Bank.
Welcome to Regions. How can I help you?
They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but it could have been if they'd used Amazon Business. Discounted bulk orders on your business supplies, guides on what to buy, Bravo, and analytics so you know where all the money's going. Oh, careful. Now that deserves a day off. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
At Target, get low prices on lights.
I never knew there was a love like this before. Never had someone to show me love. Show me love. Love like this before. Love like this before. I never knew there was a love like
Light up your holidays for less at Target.
78-56. How has LSU taken this lead? The Tigers led by 2 at halftime. They lead by 22 right now. Williams and Van Lith, they've been hot lately.
Well, on the heels of a 14-2 run late in the third, it's a 7-0 run to start the fourth. You saw the outside shot and then the ability to drive the lane and get to the rim by Van Lith. Very next possession, she gets the steal and goes coast to coast. It's just that constant pressure. And I was starting to talk about this right before the timeout. This is the problem when you play a team like LSU, for whoever the opponent is. You might come out of the gates hot from three-pointers, just like Kent State did. And you might build a lead, just like Kent State did. But at some point, it's tough to keep up 50-60% shooting from the three-point line. And if you can't figure out a way to get inside against this size from LSU, eventually it's going to catch up to you, because LSU has been dominant in the paint with where they have been scoring to the tune of 44-12 advantage in the lane. And then, oh, by the way, somebody like this, Michaela Williams, starts getting hot from the outside, and that's what catches him.
Van Lith strokes it. She's had 3 buckets in the last couple of minutes. LSU shooting better than 55% and has 26-5 lead in fast break points and 10 fewer turnovers than Kent State's 21.
And a bucket by Van Lith now that gives her 6 here in this quarter. Now the 4th Lady Tiger in double digits. Williams leading the way with 27, but Morrow has 15. Van Lith with 11. Reese with 11.
And Smith's next bucket will put her in double figures as well. So the Tigers are looking to achieve 5 players in double figures for the second straight game. They've got 4 there right now. 8 minutes and 14 seconds are left. Van Lith leans over the dribble. Williams, and a foul called.
When you see the scoring and the points that LSU has put up now with 80, 8:03 to go, take a closer look, Lynn, at the box score. Michaela Williams is leading the way, freshman. Morrow, 15, transfer. Van Lith, transfer. Angel Reese has 11, hasn't been in a while. She hasn't played all that many minutes. They haven't needed to. She won't get the double-double with 5 rebounds, but she has 11 points. Your reigning freshman of the year, Flau'jae Johnson, just has 4. Samaya Smith has 9. She's a sophomore. So new faces and young players dominant today for the Lady Tigers.
And Williams adds to her point total. This is 28 now for Williams. Make it 29 as we update the last free throw. Three of the 5 players on the court right now for the Tigers are in double digits. Van Lith with 11, Williams 29, Morrow 15. Johnson and Smith are on the floor as well. And a snap pass right into the hands of Morrow. Morrow up to 17 points. A good look by Janae Tyler underneath, but she couldn't finish, and Smith grabbed the rebound. Van Lith dumps it off, step back. 1 foot shot or the shot off the 1 foot, no good, missed by Morrow. And with 7:09 to go, we've got a foul.
Go back just a moment ago and look at this LSU play. It's a set play, but watch the backdoor cut with Haley Van Lith running the point guard position. Keep your eye on left side of the screen. You're going to see she comes up to the lane and then goes backdoor, and that's what lets Morrow get so wide open. Great job by Michaela Williams to see it. But what happened at the free throw line, she made one move to the top of the key, then cut backdoor, and it was wide open down the lane. Easy angle of the pass from the wing, and easy layup for LSU.
Shoemate hasn't scored in a while, but she's got a chance to add to her 21 points at the free throw line. Williams goes baseline, hangs in the air, and eases another one in. She's unstoppable this afternoon. 31 for the freshman.
Lady Tigers have seen players hit career marks so far in each of the 4 games they've played starting this season. Samaya Smith getting it done twice and then tying it.
Poa has it knocked loose from behind by Shoemate. Picked up by Ogle. Ogle wants it back, but the pass is intercepted by Poa.
How about that?
She just jumped right in there and grabbed it. For 3. Bang! Nobody can stop Michaela Williams today. Nobody. This is one of the best freshman scoring efforts in the history of LSU basketball.
No, this is a game film that is going to cause LSU opponents fits because they realize just what Michaela Williams brings to the table, and now they realize, well, we're going to defend this too. I mean, just look at how pure that rotation. Look at Kim Mulkey's celebration on the floor with the rest of the bench. Yeah, that is such a beautiful shot to watch.
Well, write this date down in your calendar if you're Michaela Williams. 34 points in a game which started in the morning and will conclude in the afternoon. She likes brunch and basketball. LSU gives it up with 5:45 to play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it just slipped out of Poa's hands with that turnover.
Poa is rebounding along with her teammate Morrow.
You know, remember earlier, too, we talked about the emphasis of LSU improving on defense. That's been their point. The offense will come, and Kim Mulkey has said that after a couple of the games this year. I'm not worried about slow starts on the floor. We'll find the offense. The shots will fall, but what we can control is defense. When LSU cranked up that pressure, Kent State now is sitting on 25 turnovers with 37 LSU points off of those 25 turnovers.
Van Lith looking for 3. It's online but long. Flau'jae Johnson grabs the rebound and snakes her way free for the scoop with the right hand from the left side.
Beautiful change of direction by Flau'jae going towards the lane, and then Euro steps the opposite direction to go up and under for the layup.
3-ball right side. Good. Knocked home by Jenna Batch. That's 16 for her, so she and Shoemate have led the way. And we'll step aside right here with 5:08 to go in the fourth quarter. LSU 91, Kent State 64. It was a 2-point game at halftime.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Give it one a minute, look nice. Look nice.
We love our house.
It's on a great block, tree-lined streets.
The neighbors are observant.
And we're back at the Sullivan house.
It's lawn day, Sheila, and the leaves are piling up.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Nothing but air.
Hate to see that.
Geico. Bundling made easy.
Let's try something new.
Okay. How is any of this possible? Just relax.
This Thanksgiving, Once Upon a Time gets a twist.
This is crazy.
We love crazy. Yeah.
Oh, please don't hurt me.
It's not me you should be afraid of. Disney's Wish, rated PG, only in theaters.
Faith's Flowers wasn't living up to its name, but now she's using Amazon Business. With bulk orders that work around her schedule, plus easy ways to track spend, which means Faith has the time to make it, well, fantastic. Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
Studies show that up to 94% of female C-level executives played sports. That's why Bridgestone is partnering with professional football teams across the country to sponsor girls' flag football leagues, bringing new opportunities to those that need it most. Because learning to catch and dodge matters. But learning to lead on the field so you can lead in any field, that's what really matters.
Kent State will stay on the road. It will take on Xavier November 21st and then participate in the Daytona Beach Classic against Chattanooga and Missouri. And then home against Coppin State. That's the first home game of the year for the Golden Flashes. And then on the 12th, or I beg your pardon, on December 3rd, Kent State will be at number 12, Florida State. So a lot of road games against some good teams coming up for Kent State. LSU will be at Southeastern Louisiana on Friday. All tickets have been sold for that. Texas Southern will be in Baton Rouge November 20th, Niagara, and Virginia Tech. So,
With that Virginia Tech game would be a huge rematch. ESPN will have that one from the tournament last year. And again, if you have the opportunity, if you are one of the lucky ones in Louisiana that have tickets to that game over in Tangipahoa Parish, enjoy it. If not, join the stream and watch LSU and Southeastern, a team that gave LSU fits last year here in Baton Rouge and went on to have an outstanding season in the Southland Conference for what Coach Gerardo is doing over there. But remember, this is Kim Mulkey going back home to her roots where she grew up, taking LSU over there, and that should be an outstanding environment.
Smith to Van Lith for three. She's still looking to find her accuracy from out court. This was a 2-point game at halftime. LSU led by a scant bucket, 39-37. Right now it's 91-64. Stepping in to steal it is Morrow. 4:20 to play.
Kent State Lynn has 27 turnovers, 17 steals for LSU.
Van Lith spinning, shooting, and bagging it. You know, this game for Van Lith is very similar to the last one. She had a great deal of trouble scoring in the first half, but has erupted in the second half. She's up to 13 now.
Yeah, the one thing that she's waiting for, as you just mentioned, trying to find that outside touch, which there's one right there.
Corinne Hauser with 7.
Made the MAC all-freshman team last year. Yeah, Van Lith, when you see her shooting in warm-ups and practice, her outside shot has been outstanding. She just has not been able to find it consistently from the outside when the game's been played, but she's so good at getting to the rim and driving the lane. Remember, she was Team USA, led the team to the gold medal in international 3x3 competition this past summer. She's very good at finding lanes and getting to the rim.
This for three from Flaugier. Bang! Flaugier hitting the right note with that one. Van Lith pokes it away, trying to work around the Kent State player to steal it. Van Lith is like a perpetual motion machine. I mean, she takes this stuff personally. She's going to get a rest right now.
She's earned it. Flaugier Johnson heard you talking about Michaela Williams and her three-point shooting, so she decided to get into the conversation. She's the only one to hit a three besides Williams.
LSU takes it away again. Flaugier on the move and couldn't get it to go because she was fouled in the act of shooting. By the way, let's watch this play again.
End to end. Watch, she keeps it in one hand. Maybe had a chance for one more dribble, but she knew a defender was right on her side. Couldn't get the roll, but she can go earn it at the free throw line.
Jenna Batch has picked up 16 today for the Golden Flashes, and I mention that because that's a career high for her. So number 12 in blue, in the number 2 rebounding position, 16 points, the best she's ever scored.
Those were last year. She had 2 double-digit games all season. So far this season, she's 2 for 2 for double-digit games.
Knocked home it is. Deanna Gray finding the range from well away. 97-70, 2:22 to go. LSU looking to get to 100 yet again. This will be the 3rd straight 100-point game for the Tigers.
Certainly impressed by the outing and the fight that Kent State showed. Eventually, it was the talent that wore them down. But Todd Starkey in his 9th season, some good things going there for Kent State. They ended the season picked 3rd out of the MAC. It's Toledo, Ball State, and then Kent State. And certainly, Lynn, as we talked about much in the second quarter, we've both been very impressed by Katie Shoemate and what she's been able to do on the floor.
Also impressed on the last 2 shots by Deanna Gray. And did you see that set play by LSU to score on the throw-in? 3 free throws will be coming for LSU's Michaela Williams. But Smith with the little touch pass right back to the Tiger who threw it into her. And that's a well-designed play. Let's go back and look at this.
Take another look from the baseline. That's Poa underneath. Look at the size, but you know why? All the blue jerseys are looking at Samara Smith. They're all looking the other way. Nobody had, and a lot of times you know what you see a player do. You see it a lot in the NBA. When everybody's turned around, you throw it off the rear end of the closest player because they're not paying attention to you. Jump inbounds and grab the ball. But that time it was a beautiful pass, touch pass right back to Poa.
I don't need to tell you that that was the 100th point. I don't know how good these kids are in math, but they know that LSU got to 100 and now 101. And coming up maybe for 102, 3 consecutive free throws for the freshman Michaela Williams.
Appropriate for Williams to be the one to put the team over 100.
37 points for Williams. We're trying to look in the LSU record book and find out the numbers for freshmen. This has got to be one of the biggest performances ever. And there's a huge 3 by Maya Babbitt. Her first bucket. She's just come off the bench. Williams again. Oh! Michaela Williams blasts another one home from way back. 40 on the day.
Joyce Walker. Speaking to the point that you were making with the numbers for a freshman.
42 on the day.
Joyce Walker had 36.
This may be a record-setting performance. We're trying to establish just exactly where we are.
Joyce Walker had 36, and Michaela Williams now sitting on 42.
Was 36 the best for a freshman? I will take your word for it. And Michaela Williams has well exceeded that. This has been a special day for number 12, the freshman from Bossier City, and she's going to go to the bench, and everybody rises here. 42 points for Michaela Williams. She has hammered them home from everywhere.
Well, what a showcase today for Williams. You can read about and hear about and have people tell you about why a player might be number one rated in their class and how good they are, but Michaela Williams put it all on display this afternoon.
40-point performances are really rare. And she finishes with 42. Van Lith came up short, gets it back, falls down. There are people everywhere on the floor. There she is. She's allowing herself a smile. And Michaela Williams, 42 points, the most ever as a freshman in an LSU uniform, we believe.
And talk about efficient. She only missed 5 shots. 15 of 20 from the floor, 5 of 8 from the three-point line. She did not miss a free throw. She was 7 of 7 from the free throw line. And oh, by the way, Michaela Williams throws in 7 rebounds and 3 assists on that day. So quite the afternoon indeed for Michaela Williams and what she was able to do. And boy, it was fun to watch. But just 5 misses on the day when she took shots from three-point land, driving the lane, ultra efficient.
That looks good from the get-go, and Maya Babbitt has banged in a couple of them. 109-79. LSU just going to dribble it out. And for the third straight time, well exceeds 100 points. And the Tigers have won it against an upstart Kent State team. This turned out to be a 30-point win, but it was a 2-point lead for LSU at the half. We have confirmed that Michaela Williams this morning and this afternoon has scored the most points in LSU women's basketball history by a freshman with 42. Cornelia Gayden and Joyce Walker each had 36 as a freshman, but that record is now broken. And we saw Michaela Williams do it with a variety of shots. She was running the floor. She was hitting from deep. She was creating 2-point jumpers. She was working around the rim. What a day for Michaela Williams.
Yeah, so just talking about how she's done it in all forms and fashion today and only missing 5 shots in the process. It was a pleasure to watch, fun to see, and there's more to come from her. I don't think this will be the last time we see her light it up because you could see the depth of the talent that she has all over the floor.
And the Tigers got several others in double figures. Van Lith after a slow start with 15. Johnson off the bench with 10. Morrow with 17. Reese with 11. And so LSU wins easily for the third straight time. Congratulations to Michaela Williams, a day to remember for her. That wraps it up. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, for Victor Howell, I'm Lynn Rollins. So long from Louisiana's capital, where the final score is LSU 109, the Kent State Golden Flashes 79. We thank you for watching. It's been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.